Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Profit Plays live show here in our YouTube channel. We are back to break down some NFL playoff games. We have two of those, some NBA games and some college basketball games for the Saturday slate. Big games in college basketball on Saturday. We also have the Dog of the Week, the Parlay Lock, and a $50 wheel spin to our 27 members who have joined up on our YouTube channel. Thank you to all those members. All you guys got to do, $4.99 a month, hit the YouTube join button, and you can be on this $50 wheel spin for our live shows on Friday night. Trey, we have some NFL games to talk about, some very good wins last weekend for some teams. Let's break down the first game. It's going to be the Houston Texans going on the road to take on the Baltimore Ravens. They are plus 9.5, I believe, the last time I saw them. What's the over-under at?
The over-under is currently sitting at 43.5.
43.5. What do you like in that game?
Yeah, if you guys watch our NFL game pick videos and player props that will be dropping out tomorrow morning, you guys will know that I actually took a team total here. But I'm going to be giving out a game pick here for you guys on the live show. I'm going to take the Houston Texans at plus 9.5. I feel like this is just going to be a very close game. Yes, I love the Ravens. I could easily be looking at myself Saturday night being like, Trey, the Ravens just won this game by 17 points. What are you doing? Texans, they're a young team. But I feel like that young team is going to be a big reason why that they're going to come this game and keep it close. D'Amico Ryans, CJ Stroud, it seems like they have the things buzzing. And, Bear, I don't know if you saw D'Amico Ryans talking to his cornerback and showed him the film and said, do this, do that, and you will pick up Joe Flacco. And that's exactly what happened. I feel like if you're a head coach and you do that and it happens, you have that player's heart for the rest of his career. So I'm going to take the Texans here. I'm going to expect them to keep it close. Give me them here at plus 9.5. Looks like we got some comments above the Surge Fitness. Hey, man, what's up? Oh, my God, no way, Ravens all day. Come on, you can't fade me to start off the video. But, hey, Ravens, they are the number one seed for a reason, so I do not hate your take there. Bear, what about you, man?
Yeah, this is the classic rest versus rust game for the Ravens. They didn't play many starters. Mark Andrew, I'm looking right now, 4 hours ago, he's not going to play in this game. Neither is Marlon Humphreys. He's also going to be out for the Ravens. 10 points. That's a lot for a team that just beat the shit out of the Browns, So I'm going to take the Texans with you plus 10. I'm also looking at this over/under. It's 44. I had to go look at the weather. 23 degrees, 15-mile-per-hour winds, light snow. Feels like an under maybe, but again, I don't know how CJ Stroud's going to deal with the elements. But I'm going to take the Texans here plus 10 with you. CJ Stroud, he looks so damn good. I mean, he looks so good against the Browns. That's a top 5 defense this season, maybe top 3 defense according to the numbers. I'm going to take the Texans. They're rolling. They're hot. They're young right now with a new head coach, rookie quarterback. You got to love the vibe over there for the Texans. So give me them plus 10 as the play. Trey, let's go. We swept the board with that one. Let's go to the Green Bay Packers, who absolutely destroyed my soul last week. I wish them nothing but the best moving forward. Let's look at that game. The 49ers are minus 9.5. The over-under is 50.5 in that game. Who do you like?
Yeah, Bears has not taken off that jersey all week. He's hoping to keep it wearing until the Cowboys get another win on the board. So watch out for September.
He didn't fire McCarthy, by the way, either. For all those who
want to McCarthy, I don't know if he should have came back. You guys had a lot of good options. McCarthy's not a bad option by any means, but there's better options out on the free agent market on the coaches. So bold strategy by Jerry Jones. But for this game, it's going to be a very entertaining game to watch. Another game that is almost a double-digit spread. These are very interesting numbers for an NFL playoff game. They say parity is true any given Sunday. Well, the time is now, and the lines are pretty high. I'm going to do what I just did. Give me the points. I'm going to take the Packers at plus 9.5. It looks like we got a comment who you guys got for touchdowns. We'll go over some player prop and some parlay locks for you guys. Last week we gave out a juicy touchdown, anytime touchdown parlay, so stick around for that. Maybe we give out another one. But I think the Packers are going to roll and kind of keep it close. I don't think they're going to roll and win, but I think they're going to roll and keep it close, kind of do what they were trying to do last week. Keep the game on the ground, keep the ball out of the 49ers' hands, and try to win this game.
Yep. This has nothing to do with the Packers beating the Cowboys last week. I'm just going off of what I saw the entire season with the Packers and with the 49ers. I'm going to take the 49ers minus 9.5. I'm also going to take the 49ers team total over. Yeah, Reek, we're on the same page here. I'm going to take the 49ers team total over 30.5. Huge number, but is it really? Because the Green Bay Packers all season, besides 2 games against the Lions and the Cowboys, they haven't been a great team. I mean, they've been a mediocre team. They're really young. They've got great young players who are going to be great in the future. But right now, the 49ers are the best team in the NFL. Every single week, every single day of the NFL season, everybody said, 49ers, best team in the NFL. I'm going to lay the number of minus 9.5. I feel like it's way too low, even for a playoff game. I don't think the Packers should be here just because the Dallas Cowboys choke every single year. I'm going to take the 49ers. I'm also going to take the over trade 50.5 because I really think the 49ers can put up 40 points. And then at garbage time, Jordan Love's going to throw for a couple touchdowns and make it respectable. But give me the 49ers here in a big way, any way you can bet it. God, I really hope they just dominate the Packers just for my sake. But let's move on to the NBA. We got a couple good games in the NBA, and we're going to start with a road game for the Raptors. The Raptors going on the road to face off against the New York Knicks. The return of Emmanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett. Raptors plus 7.5. I don't know the over-under. Trey, I'm going to have you start.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun game to watch. Over-under at 228. Like Bear said, it is a good old-fashioned revenge game special for both sides. Both sides, they have some players on each other's teams. I think this game's going to be very entertaining. I'm going to take the home team here just because it is at home. The New York Garden, Madison Square Garden, is going to be going crazy. The Raptors, they've had a lot of in-and-out shuffles going back and forth that I don't know if they have the chemistry. The Knicks, they really have their starting five down pat, really haven't made any adjustments to their starting five other than Mitchell Robinson being out for the season. But the Raptors, they don't play a very big lineup, so that's not going to affect them at all. I think Jalen Brunson's going to cook. Julius Randle's going to do what Julius Randle does, make some bonehead plays, make some insane plays. You're like, what just happened? But I think at the end of the game, the Knicks are going to win this game, possibly by double digits. So give me the Knicks here at -7.
Yeah, we're going to be separate. This is bad blood for both teams. The trade's still fresh. OG's playing right now for the New York Knicks in that starting lineup, so he just was dealt from the Raptors. I want to take the Raptors. They're going to keep this interesting, plus 7.5. Yes, chemistry, it's down. I mean, they've made 2 trades in the last 2 weeks, so you have to expect that. But the Raptors over the last 3 games, they've been very competitive. They lost in their last game against the Bulls by 6 points. That was kind of a last possession kind of game. They had a bad turnover to lose that game. They beat the Miami Heat. They killed the Miami Heat, and then they lost to the Boston Celtics at Boston. They're a wagon right now, so I don't blame them for losing that game, but they only lost by 9 points. I don't think the New York Knicks are that much better than the Raptors, so I'm going to take the free points. I think RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley are going to have themselves a game. So give me the points with the Raptors. Let's move on to the Thunder game. Thunder going on the road against Minnesota. Great game here. 2 of the top teams in the NBA. Thunder, they're plus 2.5 on the road, over under 230.5. Who do you like?
Yeah, I'm going to take the home team here. Give me the T-Wolves at -2.5. This is going to be a very entertaining game. It's going to be a measuring stick game for both teams. The T-Wolves, they have been red hot. The Thunder, they have been red hot as well. Which team's going to show up here and play? I'm going to take the home team because the T-Wolves, they have the best home field advantage in the NBA. I think they've only lost 2 home games all season long and won like 15. So like 15-2 at home. That's very impressive. This Thunder team, they are feisty, but they're going to be going up to cold and frigid Minnesota. They're going to not want to be there at all. They're going to want to get on the nearest plane, warm up the buses. So I'm going to get the home team here. Give me the T-Wolves and Ant Edwards to deliver for us.
Yeah, I am going to correct you here. I believe they're number 2 at home, but Boston this season, they are 20-0, Trey. 20-0 on their home court. That's absolutely insane. I'm with you, though. I'm going to take the T-Wolves -2.5. They've been rolling. Just like you said, they've won 4 consecutive games. They've been dismantling teams, covering the spread in these games. And OKC, they've got the offense, but they don't have the defense. Minnesota's got both. They're great defensively. They're great offensively. This is a special team this year. I'm going to take the T-Wolves with you at -2.5. Let's move on to some top 25 NCAA basketball games for tomorrow. And we are going to start with Baylor going on the road to face off against Texas. Horns down from the last game, if you remember that, against UCF. Who do you like in this one?
Yeah, that Texas coach is crying. I've never liked him ever since he took over for Shaka Smart.
Yep.
And I'm going to go Baylor here, plus 1.5. They've looked like the better team for much of this season. I'm not nervous that it's a road game going into Texas because, like Bear just said, Horns down. People have been beating Texas all season long. I think they're 1-3 right now in the Big 12. That is just no bueno. They were expected to compete for the Big 12. Baylor is doing that. Ray J. Dennis, he looks like he's trying to lead this team to a Big 12 title in a deep run of March. So I'm going to go with the road team here. I'm going to take the 1.5 with Baylor. I think they're going to win this game straight up, but you just got to take the point and run for the hill.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. I think taking the 1.5 is the smart play here, Trey, but I'm going to take Texas because a hungry dog runs fast when it's hungry. They've lost 3 of the last 4 conference games. They were supposed to be competing for the Big 12 title this season, so they have to win this game. It's a must-win game. If they lose this game, the conversation of them winning the Big 12 is over, so it's literally just a hungry dog run fast when it's hungry. It's the number 8 team in the nation coming on your home floor, and they're favored by a point. Line doesn't make much sense. They're coming off a really bad loss, Horns down. I feel like the team as a total and the coaching staff is going to come together. They're going to put up a show, and the home crowd's going to give them a lot of energy in that game. So I'm going to take Texas -1. Kind of a weird spread. Baylor number 8. They're both really good teams, I feel like, but I'm going to take Texas, and we're going to split for that game. All right, let's go to Alabama against Tennessee. Tennessee's really been showing me something over the last couple games. They're -4.5 on their home floor. Over-under is 159.5. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with the road team here. Give me Alabama. I'm going to take them at +5. They have looked really good this year, kind of a step back from what we've seen over the past couple seasons, but they're still ranked in the top 10 in KenPom, and their offensive efficiency, guys, #1 in the nation. They have looked really good, and I expect them to kind of show up here in this road game and want to take the win. And if they don't win, it's going to be a very close game, probably a bucket either way. So I love getting the points here with Alabama. I think they're going to win. So give me Alabama here +5. They just have seemed like they're the bigger team. And outside of Connect, there's not really anybody on Tennessee that scares you. So Connect's going to have to carry this team. And Alabama's pretty lanky, so I think he's going to have some struggles.
Yeah, Ziegler. I love Ziegler. He's the short point guard for Tennessee. He is he's a ball of energy, so I like Ziegler as well for Tennessee. I'm going to take Tennessee. I'm going to take the home team. Rick Barnes' defense. I think they step up. Mark Sears, obviously a monster for Alabama. Alabama's been playing really well over the last 5 games. They did have a little bit of a misstep against Mississippi, or against who did they play? No, was that Mississippi State? They lost to Tennessee then. I think Tennessee lost to Mississippi State, but I'm going to take Tennessee here. They dominated Florida in the last home game. I think they're going to dominate Alabama here. 10-plus point win for Tennessee in my book. So give me Tennessee. Trey, let's move on to the last game, another Big 12 matchup. All the good teams in college basketball are Big 12 teams this season. It's going to be Iowa State going on the road to take on TCU. TCU -3.5 on their home floor. Over-under is 145.5. What do you think?
Yeah, the Big 12 is only going to get better. We're kicking out Texas and OU, who are not very overly good basketball programs, and bringing in Arizona and some other good Pac-12 schools. We just added Houston, so Big 12 is looking really good, and this game's not going to be any different. No days off for the Big 12. Iowa State, I was a big fan of them. They just recently went into Provo, Utah, and got their butts kicked by BYU, so that doesn't need to be noted. TCU, I feel like they're kind of overachieving right now than what they kind of were projected to do in the Big 12 this season. So I'm going to go with the road team here. I'm going to go with Iowa State. I feel like they are just the better team. I'm not nervous. It is a road game. TCU, they don't really have a great basketball program, so I'm not nervous about their crowd being rumptious and affecting Iowa State. If it was at Iowa State, I feel like this line would probably be -6.5 in Iowa State's favor. So I'm going to take the better team here, which is Iowa State Cyclones, and they're going to pour on the points here against TCU.
Yeah, I would not be surprised at all if TCU wins this game. They are -4. They're 12-1 on their home floor. So everybody knows in conference play it's so very tough to win on the road. But I'm going to take the points with you with the Cyclones. I think they're the better team, just straight up head-to-head. They've won 3 in a row against this team. And Iowa State, defensively, they're much better than TCU. I think they're going to be efficient on the offensive side. They're going to put up 65, 70 points, and they're going to keep TCU to the low 60s. So I'm with you there with Iowa State with the points. Trey, that's going to do it for the recap of the games, but we do still have the dog of the week, and we both took a win in the dog of the week last week. I'll have you start us off, though, because you're beating me in points.
Yeah, I took the Wizards +8. I stepped out off the ledge and jumped right off, and they brought me back up with the W. So shout out the Wizards for giving me the win, and I think they were +8, so shout out them for that. But this week, I'm going to go with the NFL here. I'm going to take the Buccaneers here at +6. They're going up against the Lions. Yes, it's the feisty Lions, but I feel like Detroit might have outpriced their true fans. Bear, did you hear this?
$1,300 for lowest ticket.
Exactly. And we're talking about Detroit here, guys. You guys are the blue-collar, steel mill, hardworking city. And here you are outpricing your true fans. I don't think that this crowd is going to be as crazy as they were last week. I think Tampa Bay is going to be able to come this game and possibly walk out with the win, but they're definitely going to be able to cover this +6. I think it's going to be a field goal game either way. So I love Baker Mayfield. In that Todd Bowles defense, we saw him dial up a ton of blitzes. They had their defensive linemen as linebackers and their linebackers as their defensive linemen. They were confusing Jalen Hurts throughout the game. And guys, we're talking about Jared Goff here. There's going to be some confusion going on in his head as well. So give me the Bucs here +6.
Yeah, I'm behind a little bit in points, so I had to take a bigger underdog. It's tougher in the NFL than NBA to take big underdogs, but I'm going to hitch my wagon to C.J. Stroud going on the road against Baltimore. Probably not going to win, but C.J. Stroud, he put it's tattooed in my brain of how he looked against the Browns. I mean, the entire team was incredible. C.J. Stroud was incredible against the Browns. The Browns defensively are just up there with the Ravens, so it's not too far off to think the Texans can go into Baltimore and win this game. It is going to be snowy. It is going to be cold, but we haven't really seen them in that environment yet. So I'm excited to see what the young kid can do. I'm excited to see what the young team can do with the rookie quarterback and the rookie head coach. So just give me the Texans +10. It should be a great game. If it comes down to the wire, I hope the Texans do win so I can get 10 points on trade. But let's look at the parlay lock. You have a weird parlay lock. I don't know much about MMA, but I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills minus 2.5. Finally, the Buffalo Bills get a home playoff games against the Kansas City Chiefs. And if they mess this up, I think it's over for the franchise. I think they're going to sell everybody. They're going to get rid of Josh Allen. They're going to get rid of the coach. They're going to get rid of everything. So the Bills have to win this game. That means I'm going to take them minus 2.5. I feel like everything over the last 5 years has been building up to this moment for them. The fans are going to be rowdy. The field's already looking really snowy and cold. I know KC just won the game in the cold against Miami, but I really think this is the year Buffalo finally beats Patrick Mahomes, who, by the way, Trey, has not won a road playoff game in his career because he's played all of his career playoff games at home. He's never gone on the road. He's never had that environment. He's never had the task. I know Patrick Mahomes is literally the best quarterback besides Tom Brady in the NFL, probably history, but he's never gone on the road for a playoff game. So I think maybe the Bills here minus 2.5 get it done. I hope they do. So give me the Bills minus 2.5 as the play.
Yeah, and I love that. I obviously love fading the Chiefs. But for me, you kind of prefaced it with this weird play. First UFC play that I've given out on the live show. Give me Sean Strickland on the money line. It's basically a pick-em between him and Dricus du Plessis. And I don't think it should be. We saw Sean Strickland kind of dominate Israel Adesanya. And yeah, Sean, he's kind of had an up and down UFC career, but over his last handful of fights, he's looked like a different fighter. He's just leaving it out there on the line. And I do not expect anything different here in this game. If you guys watched the press conference just a couple days ago, him and Dricus, they shook hands and said, "We are fighting till the death. It is a death match." And a lot of people just say that, but I think these two guys are going to back it up. They both love the brawl. And Sean Strickland with the Philly shell, he just attacks you in a very unorthodox manner. So I think he's going to pull off the knockout here. I don't think this thing's going to go the distance. So if you guys want to even look at under the full fight, I love that one as well. But I love Sean Strickland here on the money line. He's going to knock out Dricus du Plessis or just take it on the card. Either way, baby. Let's go.
What's his name?
Dricus du Plessis. He's from South Africa.
Damn, that's a mouthful. All right. That's going to do it for the parlay lock. Trey, do we want to build a touchdown parlay for Saturday? Because I see some people asking for it.
Yes, we can build out a touchdown parlay. Is there any that you like in this Texans versus Ravens game? The one that I do love, one that I absolutely do love is that you gotta put in a Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown plus 115. Do you love Lamar to sniff the end zone?
I mean, yeah. I feel like the Texans defense, if they've got one weakness, it's the defense. So yeah, I mean, we could take Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown. You want anybody else?
That's the only one that I care about.
Okay.
Now you can see if you like any more for this game. This one's going to be a little bit low scoring, so maybe we should be a little bit more conservative. But is there anyone that you like in this game, Bear?
You know who I really like? Dalton Schultz. I love Dalton Schultz here to score a touchdown. You know why I really like Dalton Schultz to score a touchdown? Because he was an ex-Cowboy, and I just love everything Dalton Schultz. I don't know how great the Baltimore linebackers are, but C.J. Stroud, he's going to probably be under pressure with that defense. I like Dalton Schultz to catch one, Trey.
Hey, I don't hate the Dalton Schultz play. We saw him talking to D'Amico Ryans before the game, and he was like, "Man, look at this energy here." And you could see that they were both kind of enjoying what was about to happen last week against the Browns. And I don't hate that. I feel like both those guys are going to make impact plays in this game. So I love both those plays. Now, going on to this Packers versus 49ers game, I feel like this one's one that we could see a little bit more touchdowns.
All of them, all the points.
Yeah, and Christian McCaffrey, he is at minus 330. We probably shouldn't put him on there because it's a little bit too juicy.
I'll start. Brandon Ayuk. He's going to catch a touchdown. Everybody's going to be focused on Kittle and Debo. Debo probably in the backfield for 50% of the snaps. That's what he's been doing lately, 25% of the snaps. Brandon Ayuk is a great receiver, and he gets overlooked all the time. I like Brandon Ayuk to score a touchdown.
All right. Christian McCaffrey to score 2 touchdowns. Do you think he can get 2 touchdowns or no?
I mean, what can't the man do? Like, should we put a 2 touchdown in there, though? What is it? Plus what, 120?
It's plus 150. No, I was thinking either for mine, Christian McCaffrey 2 at plus 150, or would you rather have the Aaron Jones at plus 130?
I don't want a Packer in here.
You don't want a Packer, all right? So you like Christian McCaffrey 2 touchdowns?
I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. You pick what you want. If anybody's going to score for the Packers, it'd probably be Aaron Jones, right?
Yeah, I agree. All right. You know what? I'm going to pivot. I'm going to go Debo. I feel like Debo's going to get in the end zone either on a run or on a pass. I feel like they've been kind of hiding him all season long. So those are going to be my 2 that I've contributed. Lamar Jackson, anytime touchdown, and Debo Samuel, anytime touchdown. Now, Bear, do you want to add any more? Because we only have 2 from this game.
Yeah, you want to add some yards?
Ooh.
You want to add some yards?
Now, which one are you talking about?
I like how you could go over 70.5.
You'll love Brandon Ayuk in this game. It's at
Yeah.
67.5.
Oh, even better. I'll take that. Let's pick one each. Let's pick one each.
Oh, Muhammad. All right, I love it. Now, I was thinking, do you think George Kittle's going to have a good game? I feel like they've been kind of hiding George Kittle too.
He's such a good blocking tight end that whenever he does get out though in space, he's going to get you 50 yards. Like he's crazy that way. But,
I know, that's what I'm saying. And the Packers tackling is not all that good. But I'm just going to go with Christian McCaffrey over 127.5 rush plus receiving yards. That's below what Prize Picks has it. So I'm going to be smashing that because I feel like that is just a sure bet. This is very juicy, guys.
Yeah,
you throw $10 on this thing, you win $1,123. And I really love all 6 of these bets.
Damn, should we take something off? I feel like we've outdone ourselves here.
The one that, okay, if we take any off, I feel like it should be in the first game. Lamar Jackson or Dalton Schultz?
Let's take off Schultz. I love him, but take him off.
All right, that drops it down to 10 for 311. Hey, that is more doable, I feel like.
Yeah, that's doable. That's definitely doable.
All right, so my three for this 5-leg is Deebo Samuel and Lamar Jackson anytime touchdown score. And Bear, and Christian McCaffrey over rush plus receiving as well. And Bear, you have Brandon Ayuk anytime touchdown and Brandon Ayuk over his receiving.
Big day for Brandon Ayuk. All right, we gonna call it good right there.
It's gonna call it good at plus 3,118.
All right, guys. That's going to do it for the live show tonight. We appreciate all you guys who tuned in and watched. Thank you guys for the comments. Make sure you guys check out our videos tomorrow. We have a
– Wait, no, time out.
Oh, we have the wheel spin. $50 wheel spin for the members. My bad.
We got the $50 wheel spin for the members.
Make sure you mix it up.
We can't be dipping these membies right here. We got money to give away to these guys.
Hunter Millard's on watch. I don't know how he's cheating, but if he wins again, that'd be 3 of the 6, so 50% of a 27-wheel spin. He might be hacking us, but I don't know.
All right, boys. I shuffled it a couple times. You know the deal. Good luck, everybody. If you win, reach out to us on Twitter at BearsProfit or by email BearsProfitPlays.com. And it is our boy.
Dude, Herman's won before too.
Herman Floyd has won.
I'm almost positive Herman won one of the first or second ones too. All right, Herman. We'll put your – what up, Dennis? All good, man. Herman, we're going to put your name on our member video for YouTube tomorrow, but that's going to do it, guys. Make sure you guys go check out our NCAA basketball video and NFL video as long as NBA as well tomorrow. Also check out the website, BearsProfitPlays.com. And again, thank you guys for being here. Thanks for commenting. We'll see you guys tomorrow in those videos. All right.